Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here with part 3 of Let's Build a Nightclub in The Sims 4. And I was just checking here what we actually need to have in the place. So really a bar, tables, chairs, we've got the toilet, sink, stereo, waste. Okay, cool. Alrighty, and yeah, the last, it was really funny. A couple of you commented in the last part that it was a really, really derpy part, like really derpy deli. And yeah, it is, because I was figuring out how to build, and it's difficult getting used to new games. But what a lot of you guys did say is why don't you just have the upstairs bathroom up here, or just the downstairs bathroom. So I think we'll have the bathroom upstairs. Then we have heaps of room in here. Maybe this area could be like a VIP lounge or something like that. That could be kind of cool. So I'm just thinking the best orientation for this. We could have archways going in there. Like really big archways. That could be quite cool. Alrighty, so archways are indoors, aren't they? They have like massive modern ones going in there. We probably want to space them out though a little bit. And you know what really frustrates me as well? That you can't just press delete to get rid of the door that you've got. You have to press H. I mean, it's fine. It's just because I'm just used to the Sims 3 commands. Okay, although sometimes delete works. We could have those two massive doors. I kind of want them to be more traditional archways though. But this doesn't come in black. Which is a bit of an issue. It's a bit of a deal breaker for me. We want this black theme to continue, I think. It's pretty nice. Okay. Alright, let's get a bar in here. I know I want to change all the wallpapers because I really don't like what we've got going on quite yet. But if this is the entrance, maybe the bar should be through the archways. Now thinking about the bar room. So let's see what we've got. We want to go to dining room and bars. So we want a pretty fancy one. I'm loving the tiki bar, that's pretty cool. What's this? Bar setters bar. I wish we could unlock these with a cheat, but I did a bit of researching and I can't find any cheats to unlock it just yet. Bit annoying. Okay, the bar's pretty large. Maybe we don't even need a division wall in here actually. Probably is going to be too small then, this space. Alright. Okay, so the bar should be over here. And we want to have some nice countertops as well. Let's go with some kind of old school ones, which is... Oh, we could go industrial. No, it doesn't suit the that bar top though. Will any of the... Oh no, hopefully these will fit on the bar. The colors will match. Okay, so that's meant to match. Cool. But we need this one. No, wrong color. Phew, that could have potentially been a slight crisis. Maybe curved edges would be nice. Oh. Why isn't it gonna fit though? Can't we just curve it around like that? No? What do we need in between? Part of the Sims 4 is figuring out what counters you need to join up. In a corner piece maybe? No, but then that won't work. Oh, are we on the wrong... No, we're on Kitchen Island. I don't understand. Why? Rounded outer corner, rounded inner corner. Inner corner, outer corner. Okay, outer corner. I get it, I get it. And then that would go... No, that doesn't go there. But we can still round off the edges like that. Cool bananas. And then, can we just grab one of these and pop them like so? So that's closed off, but the bar staff can maybe get in this side. That would be ideal. Okay, we might need to move it out a bit. There we go. So there's a massive bar, plenty of room to sit at, to chat at, have a chinwag. So we'll move it in like this. Cool bananas. Alright, I'm sure the Sims can walk through there. Yeah, there's a whole space for them. Fab! Now we want to get some bar stools. Let's see if we can get something quite nice looking, quite plush, I think. We need to think about colors as well. Because we need to, like, I really love the idea of everything being really dark and then having some very vibrant colors around the place. Maybe we'll have a few sneaky chairs around the corner there. This place is gonna be packed. plenty of room. Although, can the Sims get down that end? I wonder if they'll be able to get to those chairs. Maybe we need to push out this wall slightly. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we need to move these back in. Alright, and then if we go up a level... Oh, that's gonna muck up... Is that gonna muck up the stairs? Just means there'll be a little inset bit there, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. We can work with that later. Cool, that's nice. I wonder what we could put on the back wall here, something really cool. Don't actually mind the tiles there for a bit of a change. Alright. We could go something completely different and have like pink and black around the place. It's pretty dope. Or like pastel blues. And have lots of blue couches. What's that? No, it's not really enough contrast though. If we go like this, it's gonna look very old school. Or we could go with like a mold green wall. Moldy green. I know, I can feel some of you guys cringing at that idea. So we won't go with that. Or just blue. Crazy blue. And then maybe we could put the outdoor sign on the wall inside as well. Like that. It's pretty cool. Because that's like the brand of the place. Because if we go with something that's panelled behind the sign, it looks a bit out of place. If you get what I mean? So if we go with a plain wall, that's pretty cool. Picking colours is the hardest part. Once we actually get the colour scheme going, I'll find it a lot easier to complete this. I quite liked the electric blue. We could go yellow. Yellow's kind of cool. No, we don't. We want this to be not too pink, I think. Alright, what else do we have here? We've got browns, greys, purples. Grey wall would be pretty boring. I mean, I think our best bet yet has been the blue. Red. Not keen on red and blue. Or what else are these? Ooh. It's pretty fancy schmancy, isn't it? Alright, let's get some bar lights in. I want to go over here. Ceiling lights, and I want these ones. Why can't we unlock those? I want to use those. They would be perfect because then they'd match the sign in the background and look really clubby. And I want these lights in black, but they don't come in black. See, this will potentially, I know it's probably not the best to watch, but this will potentially be quite a frustrating building series for me because part of it is getting used to The Sims 4 and, well, it basically is because I haven't played The Sims 4 or built in it too much yet, and you guys are going to see how much I struggle without having the freedom to pick what I actually want to use as colors. Okay, we'll have a few of those hanging down. Cool. Now this flooring, we probably don't need the tiles over here. Can probably put full floorboards in. And drag that over there. Great. Alright, now in terms of the lounging area or putting in tables, do we want lounges or tables over here? We could actually build a wall with some glass windows in it. I don't mind that idea. So if we went like this, and then we put the massive windows like these in. Can we go a size higher? Yeah, these bad boys. Put them in like that, and then maybe a couple of pillars, depending on how big the pillars will be. These are okay. Something a little bit fancy I want to put in. Little bit fancy. Okay. Is that it? So you can kind of see through to the bar, and then this can add as, or work as a backdrop for where we can put some tables and chairs in. Because it's often good to construct the space a bit and direct people where they walk. Okay, so let's put in a nice plush lounge. Something really badass, like this awesome couch. And I have lounges that face back to back. Although that's like literally right in front of the door. So we could actually put them this way. Back to back. Neat. Then we want to get some really colourful chairs in here as well. So let's go with maybe... kind of like the idea of yellow with the blue. We could match the blue. It's not very vibrant though. We could go outrageous fuchsia. Well, what else have we got here? We've got armchairs. The red armchairs. The only thing with red, I know we've used a bit of red over here, so it looks quite good next to that wall, is red and blacks can look very vampire-ish or something. I don't know, I'd love this color if the brown of the chair was a bit darker. That's my only issue with that. Let's go blues and yellows. We can just go all out with like rainbow colors. So you can lounge around, have a chat. Maybe do a whole heap of mismatched chairs. Oh, that chair is so boss. I love this chair. New favorite chair in The Sims 4, just discovered. Or maybe it doesn't matter too much if that brown doesn't entirely match. Okay. That's so awesome, I love it. Let's see if we can make this... Oh, why can't we pop that there? Oh, because of the column. Right. Can we put it here, or is that going to look a bit weird in front of the door? No, that's okay. Then we can change the color of this to... I'm a huge fan of that. Anything with really, really dark wood on it. Oh, we could go... That's pretty nice. Can you do an all white chair? Maybe it could be a black and white club. Don't mind that idea. Okay. So that's pretty cool in front of this wall. Alright, so we want to go eye drop. Because you can actually have black and white parties in The Sims 4. Which is pretty neat. But I don't know if you can throw a party at a club. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe these chairs should be lined up properly. Neat. Alright, let's get some carpets in. Maybe... Definitely going with the black and white theme there. Not a huge fan of that. These carpets are really, like, massive. I would have preferred them a bit smaller, potentially. I guess it's handy in really big builds, though. That doesn't really suit the area too well, does it? Maybe could we go with... I've been going for these carpets a lot. I really like them. Maybe we could alternate them. Is there a black and white? Yeah, here we go. Now we're talking. Do stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. We can reverse them over this side. Quite like that. Can we change the color of the sign? I think I already looked and I didn't like the colors. Oh, we've got yellow. Oh, the red's pretty cool. Kind of like the red for the interior. Let's keep these lights as black, so they don't take away from anything. Alright. Yeah, I reckon this would be really cool as a black and white club. With just injection of color around the place. Alright, oh, I really wish this chandelier was dark. Although, if we made this sign yellow, that would tie in some really big chandeliers, potentially. If we scaled them up. It's not ideal though, is it? You'll have to let me know if you prefer the red or blue. If only they were darker. Alright, and I want these lights so badly. I know there is a mod to unlock them all, but if you guys want to download this and you don't have that mod, it might be a bit annoying. We'll have to... You can use these ones. No, don't like those. These ones... That's pretty nice, actually. Kind of fancy if we put little ones and big ones around the place. And maybe we can put a couple of these. Although, I'm thinking that this one comes in white and black, so now I'm really tempted to use these. I think we're going to have to. Okay, maybe we should make this back wall red. So if we go to building and then... We want a really cool red though, not blood red. I want like coral red. This is a bit browny. Yeah, that's not a good red. I'm not happy with the red. We need this kind of red. Still though, do you guys even like that? I don't think I do. Let's take it back to how it was. It was a bit smoother. Okay, what else can we do with these counters? Is there a black and white version? There is. keep it in the theme. And I wonder if we're lucky if these chairs come in the all white version. I think those are black and white. Not bad, so can delete a few of these. Kind of spot a few around the place. There. Or we could group some in the same place together. Could be kind of cool. Alright. Maybe have some room for people to venture up to the bar on their own terms as well. I wish there wasn't that goldy bit there for the black chairs. We'd rather that not be there. Just go like that. Alright. Maybe pop in some of these fun carpets on the side as well. And I am kind of liking this now. Let's leave that here. Or we could put that red feature wall that we were choosing over here by itself to tie in with the logo on the back wall behind the bar, like here. Could work. Could work quite nicely. You know what would be cool here next to the door? This is pretty outrageous and some of you guys are going to be like, what? But if you had like glass boxes with dancers in them, that'd be so cool. I always hear about that. I've never been to a place with that kind of thing in it, but I always see, like on Keeping Up with the Kardashians and stuff in Las Vegas, there are always dancers in cages at clubs. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I don't think I'd like to be the dancer in the club though. Being in a cage. Although, it'd be kind of fun. You just get to boogie the whole night. Pretty fun job. Can we move this closer? We might be lucky enough to fit in an extra one of these in a row. Pretty cool. Alright. And we need some coffee tables in here as well, so let's go with surfaces. We could go... We can either go ultra modern, or like we could put reds and stuff in, or we could go with... Like, that's kind of nice. Or we could alternatively go with really old school stuff. Well, not old school, but more... What do you call this? More French looking. Is there an all white one? Yeah, the white isn't that white. Like, isn't that white? White, though. I think we go with these funky ones. Oh, we could do a mix. We could go a mix of them. I mean, I don't mind that. I don't mind it. Let's try and put some of these around too. Can angle this. Put it there. Like that. Fit it onto the carpeted area. And that could be this red, black and white theme. Then it probably shouldn't be called the blue flamingo. The red flamingo. Unless these are made to be blue. I like the idea of yellow. Keep going back to yellow. Maybe we should try yellow. And then make this other wall yellow. Okay, we can't change that wall. Where my yellow wallpaper at? Over here. Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm actually really liking the yellow. I think that's really cool. I really like it. We're getting somewhere, you guys, and we're gonna call it the Yellow Flamingo. Which is a pretty weird name. You'd be like, why would a flamingo be yellow? Which is a great business name then. I could even change one of these chairs to yellow now. Ugh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that was a little keen. Although, still pretty cool though. Alright guys, well I'm going to leave it here. Let me know what you're thinking so far. But yeah, anyways, I will speak to you soon. Hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And yeah, bye!